Professor Deepak C. Jain, Dean of Kellogg School of Management, Northwestern University, distinguished panelists, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Sasin, Graduate Institute of Business Administration of Chulalongkorn University, I am very pleased and honored to have the opportunity to welcome you here to mark the beginning of the year 2009. Any figure which is number 9 is considered a lucky number. So we hope that 2009 will be a great year for us. But last year, 2008, although maybe auspicious year for the Chinese calendar, it was marked with various mishaps. Among the causes of these mishaps occurred in our guru land, the United States of America.
Now I would like to ask you to join the welcome for the Minister of Finance, Kun Korn Chatikawanit, and the panelists. And of course the moderator, Kun Kitirat Natranong, and Kun Kitirat, now the seminar and the floors belong to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Witt, and welcome all the participants to this discussion. As the director, the panelists today perhaps don't need any further introduction. However, I've done a little bit of homework to introduce each of them very briefly, of course. We start with His Excellency Kun Korn Chatikawanit, the Finance Minister of Thailand. Kun Korn Chatikawanit was born in London, 1964, into a family with a long established record in public service. He had attended Somtawin and Sathit Pathum 1 until the 6th grade, during which he was always the class president. Before he left for UK, where he attended the Old Malthouse Preparatory School and Winchester College. After high school, he went on to study at St. John's College at Oxford University, where he studied politics, philosophy, and economics, or widely known as PPE, and 1989 at the Sasin Graduate Institute of Business Administration at Chulalongkorn University. Dean Jain's area of research includes the marketing of high-tech products, market segmentation, and competitive market structure analysis, cross-cultural issues in global product diffusion, new product diffusion, and forecasting models. He has had more than 50 articles published in leading academic journals.
Lovely country. This is a place where I've wanted to live and work for the longest time. When I first came here, the Dusitani was the tallest building in town. Now it no longer is the tallest building. And it used to be that Soy Asok was the end of the earth. If the earth was flat, you would fall off if you passed Asok, because there was nothing out there except rice fields and farmland. Now today, it's well over 100 soys out Sukhumvit. It's almost a Pattaya before it becomes rice land again. And it's unfortunate that a lot of the farmers have been displaced that used to be in that corridor. This is an agrarian economy. This is an agricultural area, still, today. And the pride of being in Thailand is that people here always have enough to eat.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for having me here in Sasin. First of all, if I may, just a few words on the overly kind introductions I received just now from Dr. Termsak. I can only say to you, I would be a lot smarter if I had attended Sasin as a student. And to Kun Kitirat, you know, he was a competitor of mine for over a decade when we were both in the securities industry. And this was the first time ever that he has conceded that mine was a bigger company than his. So, thank you very much. Now, we're here to talk about building confidence. We checked just before entering the room. The market's up 4%, about 20 points. Be nice to say that our job is done. Confidence has returned. But alas, we all know that's not quite the case. And there's a lot more for us to do. In many ways, the problems that we face in Thailand, as you all know, is similar, if not exactly the same, as the problem being faced almost everywhere in the world. The only factor that distinguishes Thailand from the Western economies is the fact that we don't have an asset bubble. In many ways, we went through all that already 11 years ago, and everybody in this room, pretty much, except current alumni of Sasin, were in the eye of the storm. I look around some of the faces attending the seminar today, and we all went through exactly what the United States and the United Kingdom and other Western countries are going through today 10 or 11 years ago. And in many ways, that set the stage for the differences that we face in the economic problems that we have today. When the subprime problem hit the news, we comforted ourselves here in Thailand that we were buffeted from such a calamity because we didn't have leverage, we didn't have the kind of asset price bubble that these countries face. But we always knew that eventually the waves would hit our shore, largely in terms of real economic impact. And the first wave that hit us affected the very sector that, Tom, you talked about just now as being of crucial importance to our economy, which is the agricultural sector in terms of agro-product prices. We were all enjoying record high prices as a result of the commodity boom early in the year, only for that dream to crash with a collapse in the prices of our main crops, rice, rubber, tapioca, and palm, right across the board in a very sharp manner. And that has had an immediate impact, of course, on the buying power of the largest segment of our community, and remains a central issue that the government needs to tackle. The secondary impact on the Thai economy, we all know, is the impact on exports. And we've all been relying entirely almost on export as a driver of economic growth for Thailand for the past 2 or 3 years. And the fact that export growth has pretty much collapsed, and we're all anticipating really at best now flat rate of growth in this current year compared to last year, means that GDP growth expectation has also had to be significantly trimmed. At the same time, consumer confidence is still not there, investment is not taking place, and certainly the capacity for foreign investors to make direct or indirect investment into Thailand has also subsided as a result of problems back home for them. So the role and importance of governments, not just here in Thailand, but really across every economy in the world, has been increased. And we all talk about how we're all Keynesian now, which is the famous quote I think Richard Nixon made over 30 years ago. We're back to that same stage, and there doesn't seem to be much dispute amongst the major economies that the need for government spending is of critical importance. And even the IMF and latterly Larry Summers has come out to warn that there is greater danger now of doing too little rather than too much. So from the Thailand's perspective, the question is, what is too little? Let's not worry too much yet about what is too much, although I have to worry about that in a couple of hours' time, because from here I'll be going to see the Bank of Thailand